We are tracking all the things this week. I'm going to tell you all about it. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia. If you're new here, I have been on a keto weight loss journey for about 2.5 years, and I think I'm going to change my wording. Instead of being on a weight loss journey, I have been living a keto lifestyle. For 2.5 years, I am on my mission to lose 100 pounds. Currently, I'm at about 90 pounds lost so far. So if you want to go on this journey with me, on this lifestyle with me, make sure to stick around, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you find out when all the videos are getting posted. So this week, I decided to track everything. I'm talking steps, I'm talking my macros, everything. And I'm going to show you what happened. Check it out. Good morning and happy Wednesday. We are starting this week off with a blood pressure read of 119/83. No medication. I ran out for like the past few days. So there you go. Good morning. Caesar and I decided to have breakfast today. So we are having a ham and cheese omelet with a side of bacon. I said no potatoes, but they did have refried beans. So I'll be maybe eating a little bit of that. Caesar has some barbacoa, over easy eggs, beans, and potatoes. Instead of flour tortillas, we asked for corn, but Caesar will be eating that. And this is what I'll be having with my coffee with half and half and some chocolate stevia. All right, finally getting my collagen in. It is 3 o'clock and here's my coffee. It is 5:40. I have like 5 minutes to eat before my appointment. So it is Taco Tuesday, taco salad bowl. So I measured out today because I am trying to track, even though it was kind of hard to do from breakfast this morning. But I have a cup of shredded lettuce, an ounce of Colby Jack cheese, 7 ounces of the lean ground beef, and a tablespoon of light sour cream. And this is my dinner for tonight. Good morning and happy Thursday. It is 8:24 and I'm going to start making my coffee because I am like ridiculously hungry right now. So since I'm tracking, or I'm going to try to track this week, I'm not going to try and overdo it with intermittent fasting because I'm already getting a headache. That's how hungry and I need something right now. So coffee it is. All right, tonight's dinner we are doing beef and broccoli bowls. So I am making the broccoli in the air fryer in batches. Here is the stew meat that we are cooking. And I made some cauliflower rice. I have everything tracked and entered. I just have to use my measuring cups when serving myself. Here is the dinner. I measured out 1 cup of cauliflower rice, 1 cup of broccoli, and 6 ounces of the meat for a beef and broccoli bowl. What's crazy about not tracking is you don't realize how much you were really eating. Like, I'm kind of hungry now, but I'm done for the day. So I've got to drink a cup of green tea with some stevia squirted in to get me through the night. All right, Ivy wants to train to do a 1K, which is going to be a 0.6 mile. So I'm gonna train with her. Let's do it. Here we go. All right, this is my first attempt at a 1K, which is 10 minutes and 14 seconds, a little bit over half a mile. So the goal is to get a better time. All right. Good morning and happy Friday. It is 9:53 and I have been fasting for a little over 16 hours. I am breaking my fast with a collagen coffee. All right, here is today's lunch. It is a repeat from yesterday's dinner, which is just a stew meat, half a cup of cauliflower rice, and a half a cup of broccoli. We are tracking this week. I also added 2 teaspoons of liquid aminos, or I'm about to add it. It is 9:15. Happy Monday. We are starting our day off with a collagen coffee, sugar-free whipped cream on top. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. So just a little update on how the weekend went and how this past few days have been going. So the weekend wasn't too bad, but it wasn't too great. So we ended up going out on a date night on Friday, which is something we rarely ever get to do. We went on a date night, did have some cocktails. I weighed myself Saturday morning and had a loss from Friday to Saturday. So I was like, okay. But then Saturday was really off on the calorie intake. I still kept it keto, but we went out after the basketball championship for my son, and they ended up going to Pizza Hut. Caesar and I ordered a side salad and some wings. When I entered those wings into Carb Manager, holy mackerel, garlic Parmesan wings from Pizza Hut are not low-cal. Just FYI, when you dip them in ranch, probably isn't low-cal either. So I probably ate my entire day's allotment in that one meal. But because I had a few cocktails the night before, I needed more sustenance in my body that day. Like Caesar's like, I need carbs, and he ate pizza and all of that. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. So I did end up at dinner eating the hot dog buns from Keto Culture, and I made kind of like a Philly cheesesteak with like some thinly shaved steak with some cheese and mayo, kind of like a little bit of a higher fat, and the bread supplement, substitution, whatever you would call it. Not the best, but I did feel like, okay, I put something in my system to soak up whatever I drank the night before. Now, Sunday came. Sunday, we did buy that 0 carb beer from Bud Light called Next. 80 calories, 0 carb. We're like, I'm curious. We had bought it like sometime last week, and we never got to it. So yesterday, a neighbor came over and hung out for a bit, and we sat out on the patio. It was a beautiful day, and so I ended up having 2 of those 0 carb beers, which isn't bad because 160 calories. We did have a light dinner. I was gonna do the sola bun on our burgers yesterday, but you know what? I just didn't feel like it. I think I've been eating my burgers without a bun for so long that now I kind of prefer my burgers without the bun. Like, maybe it's just the sola bun that I wasn't like feeling or something, but I wanted it lettuce wrapped. So we ended up having turkey burgers last night, and I did those keto French fries.
and didn't tell the kids anything, made it all up. When I made the dough and it was supposed to be a serving for 4, I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, McDonald's has us brainwashed in thinking a serving is this whole bowl. So I was like, let me divide this up equally and see. And it was perfect. It was the right amount of food. I didn't feel like I could, I needed more. I felt content at the end of that meal. So it was a nice dinner yesterday. Today, I had my coffee a little bit early. I'm going to go run some errands. I have to go refill the yogurt. The snacks are doing really great with the kids. They love the yogurts and the fruits and the rolled up meats and cheeses that Caesar is making in these little bento boxes. And so, he usually does like rolled up turkey and cheese on one side and some fruit on the other, like raspberries, blueberries, or some veggies like carrots with some ranch, something like that. So we are refilling that for them. This week is a busy week, y'all. I'm kind of going crazy, to be honest. We have so much to do in preparation. I mean, Ivy's birthday Thursday, leaving on the cruise on Friday. Just a lot to juggle. I have like a list to kind of go, okay, what do we need to get done? She's got kickball practice starting this week. We've got COVID testing for the cruise on Thursday. Like, so much. So I'm heading to Walmart H-E-B to get a few things, just to restock. We need milk and eggs and things like that for the fridge. And then a few things to get ready for the trip. And then I ran out of blood pressure medication. So my doctor had changed me from the blood pressure medication I had been taking to 2 new ones. This was back in October when I got my stent done. And then I ran out and I requested a refill and I was out of refills, but they didn't like schedule an appointment or anything. And so I started tracking my blood pressure as of last week. And I was like, hey, it's not so bad. Maybe I don't need the medication after all. Well, I checked my blood pressure this morning. Yeah, no bueno. That was not a good reading. Got me a little worried. Called the doctor and I was like, look, I ran out of my blood pressure medication. I don't even have my old one laying around right now. So I need to start taking something. So either refill the new ones you sent me, or I think I had another refill of my old one. I'm going to go ahead and grab that just so I can start getting something, especially for this week where I'm a little like, I'm a little nervous about my blood pressure going so high. So that's where we are with that blood pressure reading. I'm not going to weigh myself. I'm really fighting that urge to get on the scale every morning, like that habit I had developed. So I'm not weighing myself until Friday morning to see how this week goes. I'm still going to try and track and keep everything as clean and as simple as possible this week. Tonight we are making chicken strips for the kids. It's frozen, so it's defrosting right now. And I think I'm going to do like Parmesan chicken strips. So I'm just going to roll it in some Parmesan cheese. All right, this is a long update. Good morning. Let's get started. All right, so today I changed my app on Carb Manager to measure total carbs instead of net carbs. I kind of made this chaffle a little crispy. That one's probably a little bit prettier. So it's just roast beef and mayo made with mozzarella cheese and red onion. Like an onion chaffle, a little bit of mayo in here. I've got 0% Fage yogurt with a little squirt of the black cherry Mio and some blueberries. And this is my first meal of today. All right, this is disgusting, but I have to show you. So today, I went to H-E-B to buy Mexican-style shredded cheese. Now, we all know that grating your own cheese is better than getting it, but I was being lazy and I wanted a chaffle for lunch today. So I open up this cheese. You see all that? You see all that? That is powder, guys. That is that starch that they put in the cheese to separate it. I don't know what's wrong with it and why it looks all clumpy like that. Obviously, I'm taking it back to the store and showing them and probably getting just a block of cheese that I'm going to shred myself. But like this stuff right here is the reason why we don't want shredded cheese, because of that starch. And I probably will never, ever, ever buy
shredded cheese like this again. Oh God. It is 3 o'clock and I'm making a little snack of these large pepperoni slices with one of these herb and garlic cheese wedges. It is 5:45. We are sitting down to dinner. We have a salad bar today. We made these chicken strips in the air fryer. I've got cucumber, a little bit of broccoli, half of a boiled egg, a little bit of red onion, a little bit of Colby Jack cheese, and this is it. Good morning, happy Tuesday. It is 9 a.m. I've been fasting for 15 hours and we are going to make our coffee. All right, it is 1 o'clock and I am sitting down to have my first meal. I've got 2 fried eggs with 1 slice of New York white cheddar, a holy guacamole cup, 4 slices of no sugar bacon, a 2nd cup of coffee, and full disclosure, as I was cooking this, I did have roast beef, boar's head roast beef sliced with a little bit of mayo and mustard because I was starving this morning. All right, let's eat. It is 5:34 and I am sitting down for dinner. We have a taco salad with 7 ounces of ground beef, 1 ounce of Colby Jack cheese, a cup of shredded lettuce, some tomato, and a tablespoon of light sour cream. All right, today is laundry day, so I am running around the house and getting laundry done, which means I'm gonna have a lot of steps today. Today's lunch is a repeat from yesterday. Excuse the whole table, it's a mess. But I did a cup of shredded lettuce. You can't see it, but it's under there. An ounce of Colby Jack cheese, the remainder of the ground beef, which this is, I guess, about 9 ounces or so. Tablespoon of salsa, tablespoon of sour cream, and this is what we're eating for lunch. Oh man, it is a late dinner today. It is 5 minutes till 7. I made my bacon wrapped stuffed chicken with some zucchini and cauliflower rice. Happy Wednesday. So as you saw, I did really well because my goal this week was to track, right? Get back into the groove of tracking. I was doing really well with that last year, right before the holidays. I was moving and grooving. My weight was coming off. I mean, it was a good thing. And then the holidays came and I got off track with tracking. And then the new year hit and I just never got back on to tracking. And then here we are come spring. So I wanted to ease back into it. And of course, I choose the week in between 2 vacations. We went camping and then I got back and I wanted to get into the groove of tracking for basically a week. And then we're going on vacation again for 5 days on a cruise. So I just wanted to kind of get into the groove of it so I'm not
doing too much damage, basically. And I will say it was a lot easier. You know, really the mentality, if you feel like it's something you don't want to do or you hate doing, then making yourself do it puts you in a foul mood, which has been the case for me for a very long time. This time around, though, the stress was a little bit off. It was like, I'm just tracking. I just want to see what I'm eating. And then take out the scale and take out the measuring spoons and cups and actually put a cup of serving, you know, a serving on my plate as opposed to a free-for-all, which is what I've been doing for the past few months. So I've been tracking. Another goal of mine is to move more, like really seriously move more. And I think I've been doing really good about moving more. My average steps have gone up. Mind you, I work from home. I sit in this chair when I work. So it's really easy at the end of the day to take off my watch, look at my steps, and I have like 2,000 steps. Very easy to do. So pushing myself to get 10,000 or 8 to 10,000, you know, it's been good for me. And the thing also that's been helping is my daughter has been doing the kickball practices. So while she is practicing for an hour and 15 minutes, I am just walking circles all over that field and getting the steps in. So that's very, very helpful for me. So at the start of this tracking experiment, I weighed in at 181.8. Now, mind you, my weight went up after my camping trip. So I knew that I was kind of starting at a little bit of a higher weight. So I started off at 181.8. And today, at the end of this tracking, right before I go on my next vacation, I weighed in at 176.0. So that's a loss of 5.8 pounds. I wanted to do that so I could kind of damage control a little bit from the camping trip, even though I know I'm probably going to enjoy myself immensely on the cruise, and we'll see if I jump right back up. I do plan on moving a lot on this cruise. You know, they've got tracks, they've got, you know, pools, they've got all kinds of things that you can exercise with. So I do want to get these steps in and move more and enjoy myself all at the same time. It's about balance, right? You know, this week I post on my Instagram page. So if you do not follow me there, make sure to go check it out. It's at Ketosis Focus. And I posted one of my snapshots from my macros that show that I think I ate about 1,200 calories. And somebody had left me a comment about how that is extreme deprivation and I shouldn't be eating such low calories. And it's sad to think that women need to cut their calories that low. You know, and it's funny because I felt a little attacked, but she wasn't meaning it in a mean way, but I felt a little like, oh my God, like somebody's judging what I'm doing. And of course, I put myself out here. Yes, people are going to judge, but it really threw me off because I got a little like worried. I'm a people pleaser and I'm like, am I doing something wrong? Like, what's going on? I don't think the person who commented was keto, but you know, it made me think, I was like, do I feel deprived? I mean, do I feel like I'm starving myself? I'm like, I'm 5'2.5" on a good day, and I don't really need to eat 2,000 calories. Like, to me, the meals that I'm eating, if you saw everything that I ate in this video, you know, I eat pretty good in a day, and intermittent fasting and skipping breakfast mainly. I've combined, instead of one OMAD large meal, I'm doing 2 meals a day within my macros. And I feel great. I feel good. I don't feel like I'm depriving myself. So, I'm not exactly sure how to take that, but it does mess with you, you know, when somebody has an opinion on what you're doing, especially there's a lot of opinions about keto, a lot of opinions about tracking, a lot of opinions about calorie restriction, a lot of opinions on everything. And so when you get, you know, questioned, critiqued, you feel a little defensive about that. So I feel a little like, should I not post that anymore? You know, and I get a little like nervous about, am I doing something right or wrong when it comes to my health goals and my journey? So I just wanted to share that with you. How do you guys handle people who give their own opinion opinion on your lifestyle. Like, do you shut it down? Do you open up a healthy conversation? Do you ignore it? Do you combat it? Like, tell me what you do in those situations. I'd love to hear about it. Post it in the comments below. I'm going on vacation tomorrow, guys, so there probably won't be a video for a while, but I hope you have a great spring break, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.